Today on Campus Report, we're going to take a look at what the UNM staff thinks of President David Schmidle since taking office.
We'll also take a look at how CAPS is helping students here at UNM. These stories and much more on a new edition of Campus Reports.
Local coverage. Student perspectives. At the University of New Mexico. From the KNME studios, this is Campus Report.
Hi, I'm Chuck Davis.
And I'm Benny Martinez.
Last Wednesday, UNM set a new record in its 120-year history. But this time it wasn't by an athletic club. This time the professors set the record. Katie Johnson has the details.
In New Mexico, from Governor Bill Richardson to UNM's President David Schmidle, many people are upset about how money is being spent and are once again fighting for change. Since 2002, state funding for UNM has increased by almost 22%. The problem is, no one seems to know where it went. Last Wednesday in Popejoy Hall, over 800 faculty members gathered for a special meeting to get some answers. This meeting was held to take a vote of no confidence in a UNM president for the first time. But people are wondering how it came to this.
I think one of the reasons there's no questions is we kind of caught by surprise.
On several occasions, the Faculty Senate discovered a misallocation of resources within the university.
I have a question for Mr. Schmidle, President Schmidle, that I'd really like to hear answer. He talked about restoring confidence and making his decisions transparent. And I think he has an opportunity today to do that.
Earlier that week, Senate Faculty President-elect Doug Fields published his comments regarding a letter he'd received from Regent President James Koch. Here's how one professor felt about it.
And what I would like to just put out there, I agree with what all of my colleagues have said here today, is why would you, Regent Koch, continue to want to be a regent if you consider that we're all such losers? That's my question.
After all was said and done, the votes had the last word. Of the 5 motions, all overwhelmingly passed. It's important to mention not all faculty members agreed with the motions.
President Schmidle is one of us. He's an academic.
As of now, the executives in question have not chosen to resign and instead are going to continue to work with the faculty to improve the situation. At the end of this special meeting, Schmidle spoke candidly to the audience.
And to quote the president directly, I get it.
This is Katie Johnson reporting.
With only 1 week to go until spring break, hundreds of busy UNM students are hustling to get to work in and make the grade. So much fun on the brain makes it hard to focus, and CAPS is just what the students need to make it through the last push of school, at least until they return. Elisha Crow has more.
In a few weeks, the hustle around campus will be over with, and the students will be enjoying another year's end. Until then, it is a mad rush for students to get all their assignments completed. Such strict time management can be hard for students to deal with. For relief from those late-night cramming sessions, the answer is CAPS. CAPS offers the students a variety of options. From drop-in labs on the weekends to online writing labs, there are a variety of services students can choose. UNM student Bobby Jean uses the drop-in labs daily and is happy with all the different locations provided by CAPS.
And also they let you use the study hall, so I was using the computer today. Yeah, there's a lot of different locations, which helps out a lot, and there's a lot of variety of tutors.
CAPS is also available to its employees. Of course, they can't get help while on the clock. Amanda Sanchez says it's been a while since her last visit.
Yes, I have. It's been quite a while, but I have, and it's actually helped with getting me to this point of being able to graduate in December.
Sanchez says the amount of students coming to CAPS increases at the end of the semester.
Yes, we do. We see a dramatic increase during those times for students who want to come in and cram in study sessions and tutoring sessions within that period.
This sign has seen thousands of students this semester. It has been quite a turnaround for CAPS, and for all the struggling students in need of help, CAPS has and will continue to be a place of refuge. And to top it off, registered UNM students. Reporting from UNM, this is Elisha Crow.
With us right now is Elisha Crow to fill us in with a little bit more of the CAPS program. Thanks for joining us, Elisha.
Thanks for having me.
Well, first of all, I want to know, what is CAPS? Can you give us a little bit of history on it?
Sure, I'd love to. CAPS, it's an acronym for Center for Academic Program Support. It was started in the early 80s as an academic initiative to help the students on campus with other peer students and the tutors would just kind of like make them more comfortable if they were around their own age, and just something that the students could benefit from, and just started in the 80s, like I said.
So with spring break just around the corner, what's new with CAPS?
Well, we're right in the middle of spring break, and midterms are coming up in a lot of classes for a big population of UNM students. The math and sciences are blowing up. We're having tons and tons of kids coming into the drop-in labs. We're having a lot of workshops set up for trigonometry, especially. Statistics is really a hard class this semester. And then we also have the drop-in labs, and then the writing labs. You can get help on papers and whatnot. So a lot of different services, a lot of availability.
I bet you they help out a lot of students.
They really do. GPA has been shown to go up with statistics throughout the year. So I mean, it's a great service for the students.
Works out. So I noticed you mentioned a lot of classes like statistics and physics. What about the students who are taking foreign language classes like Spanish? Could a person go in and have a tutor proofread a Spanish paper? Yes, actually we do have foreign language tutors that do specialize in writing papers. Well, not writing them, but at least editing them and going over it with you. So they just would have to call and set up an individual appointment, or they could come on Saturdays between 12 and 4 to the drop-in labs. And we have our foreign language tutors there on Saturdays. So. Well, Elisha, thanks a lot for being with us.
Thank you.
I appreciate your time.
Yes.
And have a good day, right?
You too.
See you.
When Friedrich Nietzsche declared God is dead in the 19th century, he did so without seeing the immaculate Kivas, one ancient civilization devoted to their deity. Julianne LeJeunesse went to Gran Quirvira near Mountainair to see how important religion was to Native Americans before the development of modern philosophy.
Central New Mexico is a little-known destination for archaeologists and anthropologists who study Native American history. At Gran Quirvira near Mountainair, early Native Americans set up an important trade post where at least 3,000 people lived. Craig Morgan is a park ranger at Gran Quirvira. He says many of the remains at the site reflect the inhabitants' religious belief.
In the middle of the occupation of this village from 800 AD, around 1100 AD to 1300 AD is when we start finding kivas here. This seems to be about a period of around 1000 AD. The second or the third basket makers started using kivas to represent, we believe, we don't know, the seppuku or returning back to the third world.
Gran Quirvira, or Pueblos de las Humanas as it was called by early Spanish soldiers, was explored on the Spaniards' second expedition to New Mexico. The Spanish entrada, or colonizers, came to Gran Quirvira in 1581, and by 1598, Don Juan de Oñate was claiming the area for Spain. By the early 1600s, Franciscan missionaries were claiming Native Americans for Christianity. The ruins showcase the hybrid of Native American religion and Spanish religion.
They were always a migrant of some sort coming through here. From 800 AD, the Jornada Mogollon, the ancestral Puebloans from Chaco, the Puebloans, the Plains Indians, the Kiowa, the Apache, they were all here. So when the Spanish finally got here in 1627, they were just another group of migrants that didn't speak the language and didn't speak or know the customs. They had seen a lot of that, so they were more accepting and more open to them.
That's not to say, however, that Gran Quirvira residents did not keep their own practices.
They used bone whistles. Bone whistles and reed whistles have been documented in most Native American societies. At this site, the environment it's in is dominant in every day of your life. So those are the factors that you're going to take to give to a deity and try to pay a lot of respect to a deity of water. Say, it's the weather in the Southwest is enough of a foe as it is a friend. And when you're a Plains Indian, you moved from spot to spot to spot. These folks didn't. They stayed right where they were at. They established.
This is Julianne LeJeunesse reporting.
Joining us now is Julianne to tell us a little bit more about this place. Hi, Julianne.
Hi, Chuck. Thanks for having me.
You betcha. Tell me, where is this Gran Quirvira? How do we get there?
Gran Quirvira is actually very close to Mountain Air, which is debatably the heart of New Mexico. If you're going from Albuquerque, you'll go I-25 south, then you'll go 60 east, and then 55 south again. It's about 30 minutes from Mountain Air.
Wow, it sounds like it's pretty well off the beaten path.
It is. It was an important trade post for Native Americans, for Pueblos in particular, and so it doesn't make sense that it could have been something on the off-beaten path, seeing as how it's just in a random setting.
Right, right. Well, Julianne, I got to ask you, while you were there, did you feel the presence of any kind of spiritual powers or anything?
That's an interesting question, because me and Craig Morgan actually spoke about this, and I asked him if he felt a spiritual connection or if he had visitors coming with that spirituality quest. And
what did he say?
He said that yes, he does. And while I was there, I didn't not feel it.
Wow.
It's definitely different being out in nature and being in an area that isn't settled and civilized and just urbanized.
Right. Well, it sounds really interesting. I think, I'll tell you what, I think I want to visit this place. Anyways, Julianne, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
For one Albuquerque residential area, heavy traffic flow as well as speeding happens every day. What can be done to fix this problem? Robyn Chavez has that story.
For one street on the southwest side of Albuquerque, traffic flow is a normal, everyday occurrence. This would be fine if you were on the freeway. However, Atrisco Boulevard is a residential area. Danny Martinez, who is a concerned citizen as well as a resident of Atrisco Boulevard, says heavy traffic flow as well as speeding is a problem on this street.
It's not wide enough for the traffic flow. There are a lot of people that go through here. It's one of the main arteries to the city, to Central. The bad part is that people have a tendency to go at a higher rate of speed. Even the police department, when they're going down, yes, I understand they got to do their task, but there are those dips, and those dips will cause to lose control.
Part of the problem with this street is there are no proper signs or speed bumps put into place to slow down the traffic. I myself did some investigating to see what it would take to get out a crew to investigate the streets, and before any signs or construction is done, a request form must be filled out. This could take a while for Atrisco residents.
The construction project, as my understanding, was a 10-week process this last one. I understand 10 weeks, but then there again, the people need to stay out of the construction people's work so they can be able to finish their task.
Just as work has been done on the street Sunset, which is the next street west of the area, the same will be done on Atrisco. This is a must for the area because it is a school zone for Via Vista Elementary, where many young students and pedestrians cross the street every day. For Campus Reports, I'm Robyn Chavez.
Benny, let's hope those improvements get made quick so people can be safe on the road.
I couldn't agree with you more, Chuck. You know, I've been down some of those roads and it's not a pretty drive.
Yeah, 10-4 on that one, good buddy. Hey, for Benny Martinez, I'm Chuck Davis, and thanks for joining us.